You gotta be joking. So what's the next thing? Your Dinka Falls?
Yep.
Closed. Not off to a good start, Gawler.
Smells so good. We'd have to let them cool for a little bit, which is the like the torture.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And long story short, we pulled up and discovered that our water pump isn't pumping.
Oh, getting hard at it.
Getting it done.
Getting it done. What are you two doing? Huh? Welcome back.
G'day.
We have just packed up from our site at Mount Ive, and I don't know where we're going. So we've got about, I haven't even pulled the maps up yet, but we've got about a 2-hour drive back to Kimba, and then we're going to find a camp somewhere towards the Gawler Ranges, so we can go have a look at that, I think.
Yeah. Apparently it's pretty underrated. I've never been,
No, I haven't.
so I'm interested to see.
Yeah. So the rock formations, if you watched last week's video, the rock formations that we did see here at Mount Ive, I enjoyed them and I love the red dirt, so I'm looking forward to having a look at what the Gawler has to offer. Maybe go do a hike or something and we will see. But yeah, for the moment we've got a 2.5-hour drive ahead of us at least, possibly 4 or so, to get where we're going to be camping.
Let's hurry up and get there. Well, let's get there safely,
Yes.
but hopefully soon.
All right. Alright, so we've done our, 2.5-hour drive, and we've pulled up in Kimba. We are at the recreational grounds, so they do have camping here, free camping. I think it's up to 5 nights, it says on the sign that you can do free camping. They have toilets, showers, bins, water. We're not going to camp. We have camped here before and it is a lovely place to camp. But it is time for us to get some more water. We need to empty our bins and we're probably going to have some lunch and then we'll decide where we're going to go camp tonight. So if you are passing through Kimba, this is a great place to come and camp. But yeah, just not for us for tonight. When you are travelling, when you go to different states, all the tap fittings are different sizes. So we've got like a box of all the different multiple like connections and like reducers and enlargers and all the things, because you don't know what size tap you're going to encounter. So you need to have something for everything. So years ago when we had our camper trailer, yeah, I think we were up the north of Queensland and we only had the New South Wales attachment or whatever. It was different, and so we couldn't actually fill up with any water because we didn't have the right attachment. So something to be aware of. And if you're in Kimba as well, come and have a look at this silo. It is one of our favourites that we've seen. The artistry on this silo is just beautiful. So definitely come check this one out. Grant's just going to fill up. But the other attraction in Kimba, if you were here, is the big Gawler and the halfway across Australia sign. So this is our 3rd time visiting here. The first time we came, the Gawler was just solid pink and grey, and then it's got some Aboriginal paintings on it now, and that's what it was the second time we came, and it's still the same. I'm not sure if it's coming up really well on the GoPro, but we are coming up to Pildappa Rock, and it's far bigger than I thought it was going to be. We stayed at another, I think it was Wattle Rock, 2021, when we first came through South Australia, and this one is like twice the size of that one. Oh.
Wattle Rock's just outside of Woodnut.
Yeah, it's just at the back of Woodnut. So this one's at the back of Pildappa.
Yep.
Morning. We got here yesterday, we didn't film because it was so hot. We just turned the Jenny on and had the air conditioning going.
The hottest day we've had in the van,
Yeah.
I think, since we've been away.
Yeah, for a very long time.
Yeah.
So we didn't film and we didn't go for a big walk because it was too hot to take the dogs out even for a walk yesterday. And I think it's about 7 o'clock now. We're gonna go for a walk. Let's go have a little look. All right, that's our camp. You can just see the rock in the background. We are camped here all by ourselves, but we parked all the way down there. We could have camped here and just had a view of the rock. But this is, it is private property and it's a donation camp. And in front of us, there's like a shed and bits and pieces which look like they're part of the property. And I don't know if anybody's in there. We didn't know if anybody was living in there. So we thought we'd just park further away since we knew we were going to put the generator on yesterday. Just because we don't want to disturb anybody. So, over through there. Oh, seen a kangaroo.
It's a lot bigger than I thought, eh? on this side, it's pretty tall, but on the other side, it's just a lump. There's nothing really all that spectacular about it.
There's also just some it looks like random bits of granite just sitting up the top. Yeah, they're weird. All right, up here. Just up the top there. Just along here. So I don't know if you travel with a dog like Frank, but it's a constant mission to save him from himself. If there's a hole in the ground, he sticks his head in it. If there's something like poo or something to eat, he's there trying to eat it. And it's just this constant battle of like, don't stick your head in there, get out of there, spit it out, like stop doing that. Like all we know, there's like another snake in a hole. He's gonna get bitten by a snake again, but far out. Yeah.
It's worked for 11 and a half, nearly 12 years.
Yeah.
So how much longer we can uphold that, I don't know. But
if you're going to comment saying like put a muzzle on him so he doesn't eat things, I have tried.
Yeah.
His snout's not really long enough for it, but also like he just puts his paw up and just flick and it's off.
You have no idea. You have no idea what we've tried. Like we've tried everything.
Yep.
With this dog. He's just.
Yep.
Love him to bits, but he's a pain in the butt.
He's a one of a kind, that's for sure. One of a kind.
Yeah.
This morning I woke up and I had a craving for bagels, so I'm gonna give it a go. I've not made them before, so disclaimer. Never made them before, so I'm gonna give them a go. And basically, it's the yogurt bread kind of recipe that I make. So I'm gonna use self-raising flour, Greek yogurt, probably a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, and I make a dough for the bagels. So it's just basically pull that together, make the dough. I'm going to boil it and then bake them to make actual bagels. To start with, I've just put a pot on the stove to get that water boiling. So when I've done the dough, I can just chuck them in and boil them. Let's get started. So you need, I think it's about 300 grams of self-raising flour. So this is 500, so I'm going to use just over half. I don't have any scales or anything, so we're just winging it here. If you have that at home, 300 grams. There's 280 grams of Greek yogurt, natural yogurt. Okay, I have, so this is a kilo, I have about half in here, so there's about 500 in this jar. So 280, I don't know, just over a cup. For me, this spoon, I'm just gonna do 4 and a bit spoons. I put just a little bit of oil. I find it helps the dough stick together a bit better. So probably about a tablespoon. And we'll do some salt. All right, now we just mix it. So my mixture feels a little bit wet. I'm going to put a little bit more flour in. All right, so got the dough together. I'm going to divide it into 4 portions and then bake it into the little kind of donut bagel shapes. Now we've got our bagels made, and I think the water is just coming to boil now. I can chuck them in, so I'll probably do like 1 or 2 at a time. 1 minute on one side, and then flip it over 30 seconds on the other side, and then we'll take them out and put them in the oven. Just make sure that they don't touch the bottom, so they don't stick or anything. Alright, so bagels are boiled. They don't look too bad. This one is a bit dodgy, but they look like bagels so far. Now I'm going to do toppings for them. So I'm going to just crack an egg, whisk that, put that over the top, and then go in with some seasonings. I do have the everything but the bagel seasoning, which I'm going to put on Grant's. This has a lot of garlic and onion in it, so not for me. I'll have sesame seeds and probably just some salt and pepper. So you can put whatever you want on the top of them. Just using my fingers. I don't have a pastry brush. Okay, so I'm coming out to the air fryer in the car because the oven inside the Caravan, it'll take twice as long to cook. So we're just using this. So I'm going to set it for about 180 and 20 minutes. What are you two doing? Huh? Oh, like it's been about 10 minutes, so I'll just check on it and see how they are. All right. It's actually been longer than 10 minutes. There's only 3 minutes left on the timer, so it's been about 18 minutes. They look pretty good. I think I'm gonna put them back in for the extra 3 minutes. But man, they smell delicious.
Oh wow, that was pretty good, eh?
They smell good.
Almost like I bought one.
Like it's everything but the bagel seasoning. Oh, I can't eat it. I'm so jealous, but like, smells so good. We'd have to let them cool for a little bit, which is the like the torture. And then we need to figure out what we're going to put on them. So I don't have any cream cheese. I'm going to go to the shops later. I'll buy some for the other ones for tomorrow. But
you mean tomorrow? You're making more tomorrow?
Oh, are you eating both today? Surely not.
Well, yeah.
Maybe it's lunch.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But you can get up early and make some more tomorrow, right?
I mean, we have to buy some more ingredients. But yeah, I could. I could definitely do that. All right. So I've just tried to cut this one open. It is gluten-free flour, so it does work a bit different to normal flour. So that looks pretty good, steaming. It is a bit sticky, but I think that's just how the gluten-free stuff goes. Maybe it's better if we don't cut them open and you just kind of like eat them. Okay, so just got some butter. Grant's got Vegemite and some cheese on his.
Yep.
Give it a go.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Flavour is good. Texture needs a little bit of tweaking.
It is good. It's very doughy.
Solid first attempt, but
so I'm interested to see like tomorrow when we leave these to cool and then we cut them and put them in the toaster, how they go. Or maybe we'll have them for lunch. We'll see.
Probably doesn't need the Vegemite with the seasoning on it though.
Oh yeah, because you got all the basil. Well, you don't have it on the bottom one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna have breakfast and we'll catch you later. All right, it's a little bit later. Back to the bagels. They've been sitting there for a while. I don't know what time it is now, but we're having lunch and we're gonna eat the bagels. Much better now that they're cold and I cut them. Like they're just cut perfectly. Not sticky anymore, so that's good. And I've just chucked this one in the toaster. So that looks pretty good. So that's the way. If you're gonna do the bagels, let them cool. So you know you're gonna be tempted to eat them straight away, but don't. Let them completely cool. Then you can cut them and then just reheat them up again and delicious. I just stopped off at the information thing to the Gawler Ranges National Park, and it's $10 to enter the park and go have a look. We're going to go have a look at the organ pipes, but to pay they have a QR code and you can only pay online, but there's no phone reception.
Like, that's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, there was a sign saying that phone reception at like the Ranges station, which I'm not sure how far away that is, but what we'll do is just when we get back to the caravan, I'll go online and book and pay for the permit. But
yeah, but it's sort of like, that's only because we're honest people.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. And if we see a ranger while we're out here, we'll just tell them. That's what it is.
The system doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so just beware. If you are going to come out, maybe get online first and book a permit. There are camping sites and stuff out here as well, but obviously we can't camp in them because we have the dogs, which are back in the caravan. But yeah.
But just be mindful. So we're just telling you so that you don't get caught out getting here and going, oh, now I need to go for a drive and find service so I can book a permit. You might actually know that you need a permit and you can only do it online before you get here. That's great, good for you, well done. But the majority of people probably won't. Just in case a ranger comes through and issues you with a fine.
Yeah.
Because that would be my luck, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So hopefully we're all good, but we'll definitely get online and book a permit when we get back to the caravan or whenever I get some reception. But yeah, anyway, so we're on to the organ pipes.
That's classic Grant and Bianca, right?
Yeah, so we've just, the sign on the other side of the road is organ pipes this way, 10 kilometres, and then the sign that says park closed, no entry, pest control in progress. Actually from today until the 24th of February.
We could have timed that better if we tried.
Anyway, we'll go see something else. Or maybe we can still get there by via a different route. Maybe.
I don't think so from the map.
I don't know, but like this is directing us somewhere else. Who knows where that's going? And I thought that's where it was going. Anyway, we will see what we see.
You gotta be joking. So what's the next thing? Yadinga Falls?
Yep.
Closed. Not off to a good start, Gawler.
Wow.
I mean, maybe we could have done like a bit of research and found out, but
yeah.
I mean,
I did
Hey.
online. Like I went onto the national parks thing this morning and I was like, what are the things to look at? And no thing came up saying that things are closed. Hopefully it's not everything that's closed. Hopefully it's just this side. Oh well, maybe we're just not very good at this.
I mean, that was sort of a given, wasn't it?
Yeah. We're not, yeah, anyway.
You'd think we would have learned a thing or two after 4.5 years of travel. I feel like this is something that we should have, yeah. I didn't even think about it though.
No.
Like, yeah, national park, oh yeah, no worries.
Yep.
But it makes sense because it's actually after school holidays. It's finished or almost finished now. So it is a good time for them to be closing bits down for, what is it? Pest control.
Pest control.
So whatever that means, like whatever they're doing for that, whatever activity that entails, I'm not sure. But anyway, it looks like there's a good chance that everything's shut. If those two things are shut, there's a good chance that the rest of it's shut. But I guess we may as well just take a drive in,
Yep.
get some footage, turn around, come home.
Yeah, we'll have a look. I think there's a lookout. Hopefully we can get up to the lookout, but we'll see. Yeah,
Is that where the loop started?
yeah.
So you've got to turn around and go back?
Yep.
Fantastic.
So it's like, all the other ones were closed, and I'm like, it's all right. We'll just keep driving because up on the map, you can do like a loop. And I was like, we'll just do the loop and we'll go up to this Podana outstation and there's like a hill lookout and then it loops around and comes back down to Old Painey. That's closed. We're going to go back to the caravan and I'm probably just going to do a lot of washing and stuff.
The sun's coming out, so it might dry.
Like, what a waste of time.
We've only got ourselves to blame for not getting online and double checking. We do take it for granted a little bit that national parks are just open all the time. They're always there. But they're not the best communicators, national parks. They'll put you're lucky if they put a sign out. That's just my interactions with national parks. And then even just the whole, you need to have a permit, but you have to only get it online.
Yeah. And they even had a QR code.
No signal in the area.
Yeah, so they're giving you a QR code to get a permit, but there's no signal.
Like, wow. Like, they didn't think about that one. Anyway.
Well, we haven't actually seen anything in the national park. And the road that we're on is a road that just goes back through up to like Mount Ives station. So it's just a road. And the national park stuff is on either side. So we haven't actually seen anything. And yeah, anyway, so is it worth coming to visit the Gawler Ranges?
Well, when things are open, it might very well
Maybe.
be.
We don't know.
We don't know. We can't tell you. Yeah, because there are a few things to see. They look like they could be really, really nice. And just because we've been to Willow Springs station, and that's got a much more arid landscape than this. But it's sort of similar. It's a big old sheep station. This was once a station as well before it got handed back to the government, and then the parks took over. But Willow Springs, it was really, really pretty because there was like all this like historical stuff and things to see. Maybe it was a bit like that. I won't know because it's shut. But I'd be happy to come back when I know that it's open.
Yeah.
But it won't be this trip.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not coming back now. And I probably would recommend, because there's a lot of like waterfalls, which right now in January, they're not going to have any water in them. Maybe come back when it is wet, because then you'd be able to see things flowing. So we might do that when we come back through in, I don't know, next 2 years or so by the time we get back here.
You might not get in because the roads, it's really fun.
Well, that's it. Well, you can't drive on the roads when it's wet. Anyway, that's
We're just
enough.
disappointed, sorry.
It's just, yeah, anyway.
I get it. Like, they have to do these things. Like, pest management's a real high priority. And we didn't, it was just unfortunate chain of circumstances. That's okay. At least the weather's cleared up. It is actually still quite a nice drive, albeit rough. The roads are pretty bad, in desperate need of a grade. So parks, while you're shutting everything down, maybe do some road works while you're at it. Cheers.
Anyway.
We thought we'd come into the RV stop in Streaky Bay. Streaky Bay. We decided at the water station, we spoke to a bloke and he goes, oh yeah, the Islands Caravan Park has a pool. So we went there. And long story short, we pulled up and discovered that our water pump isn't pumping.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd show you the realities of owning an old van.
Yeah, it's forever just maintenance and like fixing stuff. So pulled up.
Sorry, time out. She's down there on the tools because I'm too big to get in there. Okay, and it's not because like it's dirty or anything like that. It's because I don't want to break a fingernail. It's because this giant head won't fit in that cavity. So little head down here is in the little arms.
Yeah. And yeah, so we pulled up and then went to like wash our hands, and the water out of the tap is just like slowly dribbling out and then stops. I'm like, is the water pump not turned on? It is turned on, it's just not pumping water anymore. With drinking water tap works, but the normal tap isn't working. So we're just trying to do some troubleshooting at the moment. And yeah, like Grant isn't really fitting in here to do it, so I am to the rescue, trying to unscrew the actual water pump so that we can get to this switch on the side, which you probably can't see, so that we can test if there's power there. That's like an on-off switch for the pump. We also have a circuit breaker for the this circuit in the van. That's fine, that's working because other things on that same circuit is working, but the pump is not.
Yeah, so I've used the multimeter to work my way back from the power source. You know, discovered that there is power going to the pump. The pump may still be the problem, but I'm just going to check the switch for the pump just to make sure that it is okay.
Yeah, and this is the new pump that was only put in a couple of months ago. So hopefully it's not faulty like everything else we buy. Like far out.
It's cool seeing you on the tools though.
Can't say I enjoy it.
That's right, neither do I. When I'm working on this, like working on the van, sometimes I just feel like I want to just douse it in fuel and throw a match at it.
Yeah.
But other times I absolutely love it. So there's no middle ground.
Any caravan manufacturers watching? Just put it out there. Just put it out there. Bushtracker, do you want to give us a new one?
Oh, jokes aside, yeah.
I mean, I've got to live in hope, don't I?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, hopefully we can get these fixed and then we can go for a swim in the pool and check out the beach and everything else that's around here and not just be in the caravan fixing stuff like normal.
Welcome to my world.
Alright, so we've just disconnected everything and tested it with the multimeter. Oh, I think I got that right. Looks like there's power everywhere except for the pump. So we think the pump may be faulty. It is Saturday. Today we are going to see if there's anywhere in Streaky Bay we could get a new one. If not, we're going to have to get one express posted. The problem was we were going to go to Pildappa Beach and meet friends. We can't camp on the beach if we don't have any water in the caravan. So that is going to be a problem. Grace is Googling behind me at the moment. We'll do a ring around and we'll see what we can get. But this is a usual day in travel life with an old caravan. So, yay.
So, got the pump out. I just need to remove this part and add it to the other pump that doesn't have this part.
So, for context, we were sitting here this morning and we were debating whether we drive into town and have a look at the Mitre 10, which probably isn't going to have anything 12 volt pump related, but we thought we would have a look. We remembered that we've never used this. So that's why we didn't think of it immediately. In our tunnel boot, Bushtracker or whoever owned this Bushtracker first.
It's a Bushtracker standard thing, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, there's a water pump in our tunnel boot.
A transfer pump. So you can, with a UV filter and other filters as well. So it basically pumps out of the stream straight into your tanks and filters it at the same time. So.
Never used it.
Never used it once.
We've not turned it on or anything, but Grant had a look at it this morning after we remembered that we had it there and that there's a pump. So we're going to get that pump and put it here and see, hopefully, it works.
My only hope is that it's not dirty or seized or whatever. It did seem to turn on.
Yeah.
There's power going to it. I just need to,
test it.
Test it and pull it. Well, I might pull it out, pull it apart, and then make sure it's clean and it's fine to use. But in a pinch, it'll be fine. And
if we need to, we can just not drink that water and just have that going through. So we can have showers and wash up and everything.
That's right.
We have a drinking water tank, which should get us through for the week anyway. But to be honest, most of the time we just drink from either tap, so it doesn't matter. But
it'll get us out of a pinch, right?
Yeah.
So it'll do until we get this one here under warranty.
So I'm going to contact them and see if we can get a new one of those sent to us, because this has only been in the caravan for 4 months, 3 months. So it really should not be broken. But anyway, Okay, next step, go get the one out, or are you going to do more stuff here?
No, I'll give you that one.
All right, let's go do it. We just need some cute doggies shots. You all right, Frankie? You okay? Don't move. You all right? Got it.
Got it. I'm hoping it's the same or it'll work. I just need to muck around with these fittings, so let's go and see what I can do, eh?
Oh, getting hard at it.
Getting it done.
Getting it done. Getting it done. Grant doesn't really fit very well. I must say it's much easier with a power tool. Grant was trying with just the screwdriver and it wasn't really working for him. I think we got it.
Good.
Mostly.
Just 2 more ugger-duggers.
Yeah, just a couple more uggers on there. The hose clamp. And that one. Yeah.
You can use your little drill.
We have a little one. Oh no, it's got the wrong thing on it. Oh, there we go. This one. Look at that. So much easier. Making noise. This is off. No, it's not, isn't it? And we have water. Far out. What a relief. This caravan park is actually really good.
It's awesome. It's far better than I thought it was going to be. We stayed at the Discovery on the beach.
Yeah, like 3.5
years ago. Hasn't changed much. It's good, but I think this one's better myself. That's just my opinion.
I like this one.
The sites are a bit bigger. The toilets, like the amenities, are bonkers. They're en suites. They're not like stalls.
Yeah.
So
heaps of room
a big unit like me's got room to move around and have a bit of a scrub. It's great.
Yeah.
So and the islands. So you walk straight down onto the beach and you got 2 little rocky outcrops, which they call the islands. And it's just, especially now. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. But that's it for this one.
Yeah.
We're going to be up early moving to Pildappa. So that'll be the next week's video. So tune in for that. But yeah, we'll leave you here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And if you have, like and subscribe. And we will catch you next week.
See you guys.
See ya.